Have you ever faced a time when life felt like a storm, and no matter how much you tried, the challenges just kept piling up? In such moments, what you really need is not extra knowledge or advice, but the inner strength that helps you stand tall, even when everything feels heavy. Today we start a journey together, a journey that will show you how to become mentally strong, and also give a light touch to your English fluency. Because as you listen carefully and think deeply, you are not only learning lessons for life, but also practicing the way you express ideas in English. Strength is not about never feeling weak. It is about not letting weakness control you. Think of a tall tree in the middle of heavy rain. The winds blow hard, the storm rages, but the tree stays firm because its roots are strong. Mental strength is just like those roots. Life may shake you, but when your foundation is strong, you will not fall. The first step toward this strength is awareness. Most people live on autopilot, reacting to situations without knowing what is happening inside them. They feel anger, sadness, or stress, but they never stop to ask themselves, why am I feeling this way? When you slow down and notice your emotions, you begin to control them instead of letting them control you. And here's the extra benefit. Clear awareness improves your communication. When you can describe emotions properly, even in English, you sound stronger and more confident. Instead of saying, I feel bad, you can say, I feel nervous because I am uncertain. This one small change gives power to your words, and people respect those who speak with clarity. But awareness alone is not enough. Resilience is equally important. Resilience means you rise every time life pushes you down. Maybe your plan failed. Maybe a person betrayed your trust. Maybe something you worked hard for collapsed. Yes, it hurts deeply, but it can also teach you something new. Every setback carries a hidden lesson. The strongest people are not those who never fall, but those who stand up again and again. Think of someone practicing English speaking. At first they forget words, make mistakes, and feel embarrassed. Most people quit at that stage. But the strong person continues with patience. They remind themselves, every mistake proves I'm learning. Every hesitation is a step closer to fluency. That is the mindset of strength, and it applies to studies, career, and relationships too. So here is the real truth. Mental strength is not about avoiding pain. It is about turning that pain into the power that drives you forward. And the best part is, as you train your mind, you also build confidence in the way you express your thoughts and feelings. Because real strength is not silent suffering. It is the courage to rise, to speak, and to keep moving. In the next part, we will explore how to protect your mind from negativity and create habits that make strength unshakable. When life throws challenges at you, the first instinct is often to complain, to ask, why me? But people who grow mentally strong do something different. They pause, they breathe, and they shift the question. Instead of saying, why me? They say, what can I learn from this? This simple shift in mindset is like changing the direction of your journey. It takes you away from weakness and puts you on the road to strength. Mental strength is not about avoiding pain. It is about facing pain with courage. Think of a storm. You can't stop the storm, but you can decide how you will walk through it. Some people freeze, some hide. But strong minds keep moving forward, step by step, even if the rain is heavy. And with every step, they build resilience. One of the secrets to becoming mentally strong is to accept reality instead of fighting it. When you deny reality, you only waste energy. But when you accept it, you save your power for action. Imagine a student who fails an exam. If he spends days saying, "This is unfair," he remains stuck. But if he says, "Yes, I failed. Now I must work harder," his mind becomes stronger because he focuses on growth, not excuses. Another element is emotional control. Strength does not mean you never feel sad, angry, or frustrated. It means you learn to manage those emotions instead of letting them control you. When anger controls you, you speak words you regret. When fear controls you, you miss opportunities. But when you control your emotions, you create clarity, and clarity is power. Strong people also learn to delay gratification. They understand that success is rarely instant. They choose long-term benefit over short-term pleasure. For example, while others spend hours scrolling social media, strong minds spend time building skills. At first it feels boring, but over time, it brings results that change life. Another powerful trait is self-belief. Mentally strong people believe they can handle challenges, even if they don't yet know how. They tell themselves, "I will find a way." This belief fuels action, and action creates progress. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but moving forward even with fear in your heart. To stay strong, you must also set boundaries. Weak minds try to please everyone, but strong minds know their limits. They say no when needed. They protect their time, their focus, and their energy. This is not selfishness. This is survival. Finally, strong people keep hope alive. Even when everything seems dark, they hold a small light inside. That light is the belief that tomorrow can be better if they keep trying today. Hope gives energy, and energy gives strength. So becoming mentally strong is not about never falling. It is about falling, standing again, and saying, "This time I will rise stronger." Every challenge, every setback is a chance to practice resilience. And the more you practice, the stronger you become. Life tests us in many ways. Sometimes it feels like everything is against us. And in those moments, giving up seems easier than continuing. But true strength is not built in comfort. It is built in struggle. Mentally strong people see struggle as training. Just as muscles grow when you lift weights, the mind grows when it faces pressure. Every obstacle is a weight that makes you stronger if you choose to lift it. One key to strength is discipline. Discipline means doing what is right, even when you don't feel like it. It means waking up when the alarm rings, studying when distractions call, and continuing when motivation is gone. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. If you depend only on motivation, you will fail the moment you feel tired. But if you build discipline, you can keep going no matter how you feel. Another important step is controlling your focus. Your mind becomes strong when you stop wasting energy on what you cannot control. You can't control the weather, people's opinions, or the past. But you can control your attitude, your actions, and your choices. Strong minds invest only in what they can change, and that is why they succeed. Instead of complaining, they act. Gratitude is another secret weapon. When life feels heavy, gratitude lightens the load. It reminds you that even in hard times, you still have blessings. A grateful mind does not become weak because it sees possibilities instead of problems. Try this. Every night, write down 3 small things you are thankful for. With time, your brain will focus more on solutions than struggles. Mentally strong people also surround themselves with the right environment. If you stay with negative people, you absorb their weakness. But if you stay with positive, determined people, you absorb their energy. Strength is contagious. The people around you shape your mindset more than you realize. Choose wisely, because your circle can lift you or break you. Another sign of strength is persistence. Winners are not the people who never fail. They are the people who never quit. They know that progress is slow and setbacks are natural. Every no brings them closer to a yes. Every fall teaches them how to rise. Persistence transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Finally, strength comes from self-awareness. You must know your weaknesses to improve them. You must know your strengths to use them. Strong people are honest with themselves. They don't lie about their flaws, but they don't hate themselves either. They accept who they are and commit to growth. So remember this: mental strength is not one big step. It is small steps, repeated daily, even when it's hard. Every day you practice discipline, focus, gratitude, persistence, and self-awareness, you move closer to becoming unshakable. Mental strength is tested most when life feels unfair. Sometimes you work hard, but results don't come. Sometimes you treat people well, but they disappoint you. In these moments, your reaction decides your power. Strong people do not let bitterness poison their heart. They understand that unfairness is part of life. Instead of wasting energy on anger, they use energy to build a better future. One of the biggest strengths is learning to let go. Holding on to past mistakes, failures, or betrayals only weakens you. It is like carrying heavy stones everywhere you go. Strong minds learn to forgive, not because others deserve it, but because they deserve peace. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it frees you from chains that hold you back. Letting go is not weakness, it is courage. Another essential part of strength is adaptability. Life is always changing, and the ones who refuse to adapt become stuck. Strong people stay flexible like water. They adjust, they bend, but they never break. When a plan fails, they make a new plan. When one door closes, they knock on another. Adaptability keeps the mind alive and the heart strong. Self-talk also plays a huge role. Your inner voice can either destroy you or build you. Weak minds tell themselves, "I can't do this." Strong minds replace it with, "I will try and I will learn." Even if they fail, they treat failure as feedback, not as proof of weakness. Day by day, this positive self-talk shapes their destiny. Another layer of strength comes from patience. Today's world pushes us to want instant results, but mental strength is about waiting, working, and trusting the process. The seed you plant today does not give fruit tomorrow. It needs time, care, and effort. The same is true for success, relationships, and personal growth. Strong people do not quit just because the result is slow. They know that patience is power. Impatience creates weakness, but patience builds strength. Courage is another pillar. Fear visits every heart, but strength is built by moving forward despite fear. Strong people don't wait for fear to disappear. They take action while afraid. With every brave step, fear becomes smaller and confidence becomes larger. This is how courage is built, one action at a time. Lastly, strength is about meaning. People who live only for comfort remain weak because comfort cannot inspire them. But people who live for a purpose become unshakable. Purpose gives direction when life feels lost. Purpose gives energy when the body feels tired. And purpose makes every struggle worth it. So becoming mentally strong means training your heart to forgive, your mind to adapt, your voice to encourage, your spirit to be patient, your actions to be courageous, and your soul to stay connected to purpose. This is how ordinary people rise to extraordinary strength. Every journey of strength begins with small daily choices. It is not about sudden miracles, but about habits that shape your mind. Your habits decide whether you grow weak or strong. One habit of strong people is consistency. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They start where they are, with what they have, and they keep showing up. Consistency is more powerful than bursts of effort. Doing a little every day builds strength slowly but surely. Weak people quit when they don't see quick results, but strong people trust the process. Another habit is learning from failure. Instead of fearing mistakes, strong minds welcome them. They know that every failure hides a lesson, and every lesson makes them stronger. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a step towards success. Each fall is an opportunity to rise wiser. This attitude transforms failure into fuel. Strong people also take responsibility for their life. They don't blame others for their situation. They don't wait for someone else to rescue them. They stand up and say, "I am in charge of my choices." This responsibility gives them control, and control gives them strength. Blame weakens you, but responsibility empowers you. Another habit is practicing calmness. Life is full of noise, stress, and distractions. Weak minds react instantly, but strong minds pause, reflect, and respond with clarity. Calmness is not silence. It is controlled strength. It allows you to think clearly, act wisely, and stay peaceful even when chaos surrounds you. This calmness becomes a shield against negativity. Strong people also protect their energy. They know not every battle is worth fighting. They choose where to invest their attention, and they avoid wasting time on gossip, jealousy, or drama. By focusing only on what truly matters, they stay strong from within. Energy is precious, and guarding it is an act of strength. Another essential habit is resilience. Resilience means bouncing back after life knocks you down. It is the ability to recover faster, to heal, and to keep moving forward. Resilient people don't deny pain. They acknowledge it, learn from it, and grow through it. They bend, but they don't break. And this resilience becomes their greatest weapon. Finally, strong people nurture hope and vision. They don't see only what is in front of them. They imagine what is possible. Hope gives them courage to fight today, and vision guides them toward tomorrow. Without hope, the mind collapses. With hope, it rises again and again. Hope is the heartbeat of strength. So mental strength is not just a skill, it is a lifestyle. It is built every day through consistency, learning from failure, responsibility, calmness, energy protection, resilience, and hope. These habits transform ordinary days into extraordinary growth. Mental strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build. It is like a muscle, and the more you train it, the stronger it becomes. And the beauty is, anyone can develop it, no matter where they start. Strong people understand that their past does not define them. Mistakes, failures, or painful memories are not the end. They are chapters that prepare you for the next stage of life. Instead of being prisoners of the past, strong minds use it as fuel for growth. They remind themselves, "I am not my mistakes, I am my lessons." This belief gives them the courage to move forward. Another final key to strength is balance. Strength is not about working non-stop or pushing yourself to exhaustion. It is about knowing when to rest, when to work, and when to breathe. Rest is not weakness, it is recovery. Even the strongest warriors need time to heal before they fight again. Strong minds honor their body, their health, and their peace. Another sign of strength is kindness. Weak minds see kindness as soft, but strong people know it takes real power to stay kind in a harsh world. Kindness does not make you smaller, it makes you greater. When you help others, when you smile, when you lift someone up, you create strength not only in yourself, but in those around you. This shared strength builds communities, families, and friendships. True power is not in dominating, but in uplifting. Courage, resilience, adaptability, patience, gratitude, responsibility, hope, and kindness. These are the bricks of mental strength. When you practice them daily, you create a foundation that cannot be shaken. No storm, no loss, no failure can destroy it. Remember, strength is not about being unbreakable. It is about being able to break and still return stronger. It is about being able to cry and still choose to rise. Every time life pushes you down, you have two choices: stay there or stand again. And the act of standing, again and again, is what makes you truly powerful. This is the journey of mental strength. So if you want to become mentally strong, don't wait for a perfect day. Start today with one choice, one habit, one act of courage. Repeat it tomorrow and the day after, and soon you will see the transformation. You will no longer just survive challenges. You will overcome them. You will no longer just dream, you will act. And you will no longer just wish for strength, you will live it. Because mental strength is not out there, waiting for you. It is already inside you, waiting for you to unlock it. And once you do, nothing will ever be able to stop you.